I'm Alison Mosshart.
I'm Mehdi Benkler.
I play in a band called The Kills.
I photography the kills, and it's a pleasure to be there with Alison.
I don't know. I think the blues is kind of the root of rock and roll music, and I've just always loved rock and roll music and guitar music. You know, anything with electric guitar, I go crazy for. So I don't know. Just as a kid, you know, my dad he's a used car dealer, and when I was little, he would always, you know, he'd be buying cars all the time, and he would clean them and bring me home cassette tapes that he found in the cars. So I amassed this very weird collection of music, you know, that was left in cars. That was my introduction to music, really. You don't know. Nothing like that is ever really on purpose. I think it's just it happens for so many reasons. I don't really know why, you know. Maybe the space between records, maybe what we've been doing, maybe where we've been, maybe who we know, what's happened, you know. I don't know. I think that every time we do a record, the only objective really is to not repeat ourselves and do what we did on the record before it or the records before it. So that's always the biggest challenge, especially when you've been a band for 10 years, you know, to keep trying to push yourself musically, sonically, lyrically, the art, everything, you know. That's really the only agenda, is try to do something you're kind of scared of or you don't really know how to do very well. Yeah, we never plan. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen on stage tonight. I don't know what's going to happen, ever. And that's the exciting part of doing this, you know? It suits Jamie and I very well. So, I mean, there's things, we've still got to go out to America at the end, in August. We're going to LA and San Francisco and Santa Ana and New York to do the kind of last of the shows for this year before we start writing again. So that's happening and I can't wait.
Come to Pier 63.
That's okay. I just met the Kills in Lausanne for the first time, and I speak with Jamie about photography because I know he loves photography. He used the same camera of me, so that was the point of the friendship for the first time. And I, I, I have a pictures of dead weather, and I give the pictures to Alison, and I think she loved them, and they say, "Oh, great! I will be happy to take some pictures of the Kills," and I just take 2 pictures of the Kills in Lausanne, and after I say, I really want to come back at your show for taking more pictures, and there is this huge concert in Stade de France, and I say, oh, can I come for taking some pictures? And they say, yeah, that's great to have a documentation of this concert because it was really special to play. Yeah. And so, no, it's a pleasure to taking pictures of this band because it's really easy to taking pictures of this band because this is a really good band, but not only for the music, but for all. I think my pictures is really in the same approach, in the same feeling of the music of the Kills. It's not, I don't know, it's vintage, but not really vintage, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, just like you said, we met in Lucerne, and me and Jamie saw him when we were playing. We saw him down in the front row with all of his cameras, and we kept kind of like nudging each other and like, look at his cameras. And we, you know, the second we walked off stage, we're talking about this kid in the front row with these cameras that we were familiar with, or you had a couple that we weren't familiar with that we were really interested in. So he came backstage with them, and we sat there and chatted to him about his cameras, and yeah, he showed me the dead weather picture. It was awesome. And invited him to take pictures whenever he wanted. So cool. I'm taking it to Nashville and hanging it
Oh, in Nashville.
in the house. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. So we just back on a computer. Ready?
So it was at the
It's
start.
so insane.
That is a great picture.
I love it. My hair was a lot pinker back then. More pink, yeah.